Good morning, everybody. I hope you guys are having a fabulous week, okay? I wanted to come and make a video for all of my notaries and loan signing agents who are looking to get into real estate, who have thought about, okay, this is very much related to, the notary world. They're intertwined. So I think it's time I want to step out there and look into becoming a real estate agent. Or for people, you may not necessarily be a notary or a loan signing agent, but you have been wanting to become a realtor. Maybe you're enrolled in your class, you're taking your class now, and you're getting that out of the way, and maybe you're going to be starting your preparation for the real estate exam. So this video is for you. I want to talk to you guys all about some really easy strategies that you guys can incorporate into your studying that will ensure that you ace the real estate exam. Okay, so a little bit about me, you guys. I think I told you before that I have a full-time job as a program manager, and I'm also a real estate agent in 2 states, Washington, D.C., as well as another state. And then in addition to that, I'm also a notary and loan signing agent. So I think that I told you guys about that. So when I, embarked upon my real estate journey, I did the real estate portion first, and then before I became a notary. So I don't know about you guys, but I literally was like, I'm not taking this exam more than once. I manifested it and I had it in my mind like, okay, I'm going to knock this out. I am not taking this exam again because I'll be honest, you guys, a lot of people fail that real estate exam the first time and the second time. It's not as intense as like the bar or taking the CPA exam, but the exam is intense. And the thing that's tough, you don't know exactly what material or what questions you're going to get. That's the thing that's hard. As you do your training, you'll see it's like a lot of information that's thrown at you. And I don't know if you guys are like me, but I'm the type of person where I can study stuff, but until I actually jump out there and utilize the things that I learned while I was studying into everyday, work or whatever it is, it doesn't always click for me. So, needless to say, I was determined to not take that test more than once. And, I prepared myself. And so not only did I pass the national exam the first time, but I passed the state exam, the state portion for both states the first time. So I was determined. So I just want to share some of the things that worked for me and that I know work for other real estate agents that I've spoken to that really worked, and they implemented so that they could, be successful with, passing that exam the first time, because it's stressful. And then you'll learn that when you get towards the end of all of your studying, it's so much material in your mind that, it's just a lot. So it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of stress. And so I'm going to give you guys some strategies to help you guys ace it on the first time. Okay. So first bit of advice is, if you want to take this exam, when you get done with your class work and then you take your test and you pass the class, that kind of solidifies, okay, I'm prepared to take the test, the national and your state exam. Don't wait forever, you guys. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm not saying that you do your coursework and you get that out of the way and then you take it the next day. I'm not necessarily saying that, but I am saying don't wait like 2 months to take the exam, because I cannot emphasize that is probably, I went to college, I have, I got my education and things. So, I'm used to studying for things, but I've never studied for anything the way that I study for that. It's very, very intense. You have so much material in your brain. You don't want to wait too long, and because you'll start forgetting things. So my recommendation is to, after you finish the coursework, take the exam within 2 weeks, maximum 3 weeks. Like, get it out of the way, get it scheduled so that stuff is still fresh on your mind. You do your coursework, and then you have a couple weeks to study. So that's my first suggestion to all of you guys, to ensure that material is fresh on your mind. Jump in there, and then you go from there. Okay, so that's the first thing. Second thing, flashcards are your friend. I cannot emphasize this enough, you guys. As you guys are doing your coursework, take notes, and put those terms on flashcards. You have, I'm gonna throw a term out, encroachment. You need to know what that means. And that is very relevant to what you will do as a real estate agent. You'll be dealing with encroachments and things like that with clients. So you need to know what that word means. So I'm just throwing out a standard word. You write that, you gotta know how to use flashcards. You write the word, and then you put that definition on the back. And you look at that stuff every day, all day. So as you're doing your coursework, it's a lot. You're doing your studying and things like that. You're taking notes, but also do flashcards for all of the terms. I'm trying to think, how many flashcards did I end up having at the end? It was probably maybe 200-300, y'all. It was a lot of flashcards because there's so many terms. It's like vocabulary. You have to know that, in addition to the mathematical equations that you have to know to calculate area and different things, square feet, all of that stuff. You have to know certain mathematical equations. Put those on the flashcards too. So flashcards are your friend. Use flashcards. You can, divide them up into the different type of sections that you're dealing with as it pertains to like your coursework, so that you can keep track of them. But use flashcards, and then every night before you go to sleep, take 30 minutes or an hour and go over your flashcards. Okay, so that's number one. My second suggestion to you would be, you're here on YouTube, so you like YouTube. I love YouTube. We go to YouTube to find out how to do everything, fix, put a battery in a car, how to swimming lessons, how to be a better swimmer, how to ride a bike. I don't know. I'm just saying we utilize YouTube. So utilize YouTube for the real estate stuff as well. There's a lot of good resources on training. So when you're cooking in your house, put on YouTube. I know, obviously we like to listen to music, but, put that music and stuff to the side when you're in your car. Listen to real estate. There's a lot of sample tests out there on YouTube. There are a lot. You just have to do a search on YouTube. Listen to that stuff when you are in your car, when you're cleaning, just put music to the side. For all my music lovers that listen to it in the car, when you're in your car especially, listen to those YouTube trainings, listen to especially those practice tests, okay? Because I can tell you guys right now, I'm gonna warn you, and a lot of real estate agents said this to me, but it really is true. There are going to be questions that are on that test that you're gonna be like, I didn't see this in my coursework. It's going to be random stuff that you are not expecting. I think that, and I'm not sure on the national level, I know they do switch up the tests periodically. So I don't know if it's like every 3 months, or how often they do, but the tests do switch up. And you're going to run, I'm telling you guys, you're going to run into questions on that real estate exam, and you're going to be like, where the hell did this come from? But so a lot of the practice tests that are on YouTube and available to you guys for the free, a lot of those practice tests have some of those types of questions on there, okay? So make sure, in addition to your flashcards, make sure that you guys utilize different material on YouTube and things like that. I personally did not, I know there's a lot of other programs or different things you can enroll in on the internet that will help you, study guides and stuff that will assist you. I didn't use a study guide, any type of material outside of, whatever your coursework you're taking to qualify you to sit for the real estate exam. They should have a study guide. So, outside of the prepared material and the study guides that were, provided for my class, I didn't purchase any other study guides. I don't think you need to. I just think that you should use your study guide. You guys oh my God, I want to emphasize this over and over. The flashcards are your friend. Lots of flashcards. And then whenever you're just relaxing in your house or whatever, you sipping wine, whatever you're doing, take those moments to listen to study practice tests that are free on YouTube and to help you prepare. You need to have this information cemented in your head. And then you need to hear, different practice tests, because like I said, you don't know, they're just throwing stuff on these tests. So remember that. Also, I want to emphasize another tip. Make sure every state has different laws and regulations as it pertains to real estate. And then, whatever your coursework, they're going to have your state portion. Make sure you know your state stuff. That I can't emphasize. Don't just prepare for the national portion. because although you're taking both tests, some people, for example, when I first did my real estate exam, I did the national exam and I did the Washington D.C. portion. Once I passed both of those, because you can become licensed in any state, you just have to obviously make sure you have the enough coursework hours, that state requires. And then after you get your national portion out of the way, then if you want to add different states, you just take the state portion. So like I said, for that initial test, you're going to take whatever state portion for the test that the state that you're initially looking to become licensed in. You're going to take the national portion and the state portion. Once you get the national out, and then you want to add other states, like you want to be licensed in, Georgia, Florida, and, North Carolina. Once you get that initial test out, then when you take the other test, you're only taking the state portion. So like I said, just make sure that for that state, you know all the regulations and laws as it pertains to that state, because every state is different. Okay, so I want to emphasize that. And you need flashcards for the state portion too, so make sure you guys do that. So just to kind of wrap it up, and again, this video is not going to guarantee that you're going to pass the test, but if you put the work in and really study, like I really was studying probably the couple weeks before I took the exam, like 6 to 8 hours a day, but do you want to pass the test on the first try? Because it's not a game. I'm telling you, I saw people, because you know if you passed or not, right after the test, and some people weren't passing. And if you look up the statistics, I want to say it's somewhere around, like, I don't quote me, but I think it's like 40 to 50% of people, almost half of people, I believe, don't pass on that first time. And then you do have to pay. If you fail, you have to pay again for the exam. So just do what you need to do and study. Take out the proper time to study. Make sure that you make your flashcards. Those are important, and look at those all throughout the night. Definitely pull them out before you go to bed, to ensure that you are ready. And then utilize your time when you're just lounging around or driving somewhere, and listen to those practice tests. If you do all of that and give yourself a good solid 2 to 3 weeks to study, you have a really good chance of acing the real estate exam, on the first try. And let me just say, real estate and notary, they go hand in hand. It's really good, if you have one, to have the other, and to really build upon your business, whether you want to do more notary work or more loan signing work or more real estate work. It's good to have both. And then you meet a lot of people and you make connections in both of those areas that you can incorporate into your business for both. So I hope this video was helpful, you guys. If you have any questions, I definitely make sure that I respond to everybody. Drop in my comments and, let me know what you guys have about, any questions. Let me know what worked for you guys if you are currently a real estate agent, and if there's something else that you can add to, like, the list that's really helpful for people who are either looking to become an agent and are going to start, taking their coursework, or if someone is like right there and about to take the exam and they're starting to study. Let me know if there are any other, little tidbits that you can offer for advice, okay? So again, V the Notary, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.